But just getting back to Mercedes,
Sure.
digressing there a little. And you hear all these outlandish amounts. I think these reporters come up with a figure and then they double it. Supposedly Mercedes was paid by Channel 7. And I can tell you that...
I've heard figures in the millions quoted.
It's just ridiculous, the figures. That the figures that Mercedes would have been given is, if you win a court case, they're going to appeal, and it's just going to be dragged on and be dragged on and be dragged on. Mercedes won what she wanted to win. She wanted to prove that Jodie Powers was lying. That was it. So she took what was offered. And
I see.
And she's quite happy to do that. As far as making money and that sort of thing from magazines, like people think, why would she do Ralph magazine? Well, Mercedes did Ralph magazine after consulting me, her mother, Schapelle. Okay. If you're trying to get the word out that Schapelle is innocent, and papers in Australia won't print anything that's pro-Schapelle or anything is just black banned. It's just not in the papers or magazines. So Ralph magazine offered Mercedes the opportunity to do an interview and to say, and she was able to say what she wanted to say, and if it meant getting down to her swimmers, well, then so be it. She did.
Why not? Who cares? I mean, look, it's
And yet people will. I've read things where she strips for revealed all. She stripped. She didn't strip. She just was in bikinis and a few photos in the bikini. And she's a surfy girl, sort of thing. She's used to wearing a bikini. She has nothing to hide.
Well, yeah, it's perfectly respectable for everyone else. But, for Mercedes, oh, no, she can't go on Ralph because, this girl, folks, this family is desperate. I mean, it's absolutely desperate. You'd do anything. When you've been totally black banned from anything, you're sort of just looking for any sort of light to grasp at and help your sister. I mean, and it's not even bad. Like I said, like anyone else does it. Oh, geez, that's,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, there's some that Channel 10 reporter, I can't remember her name, Tracy Spicer. Just the
Channel 10.
The viciousness that she come out with the article about her, sort of thing.
Okay, I didn't realise Channel 10 was in on it as well. I knew 9, 7 and 2 were.
She was next reporter from Channel 10. I think she'd been sacked from Channel 10 only about 6 months earlier.
Okay.
So she's writing for the Sydney Morning Herald or one of those papers anyway.
And we know that Anna Corrin was absolutely hated. I mean, we know that Anna Corrin got so much flack over what she did to Mercedes Corby that she basically had to leave Channel 7.
I think she actually got a promotion.
Well, she did go to CNN. From what
CNN would be probably a step up.
Yeah. I'm not saying that for her it worked out really well. But the fact is, she's a nasty piece of work. And she did her dirty deed for the crime syndicate, and now she works at CNN. And I do think that's probably the way it works.
Yeah.
And John Stewart is probably doing very well for himself as well. But look, we're going to track him down. Look, we're going to have to wind this show up because I'd really like to go on. We're just going to have to break it up, and we're going to do more shows. And you're very welcome to come on again, Sean.
Okay.
But
we haven't covered that much. But can I just say that if all I ask is for people to do some research, just look into it don't be blinded by the lies that are being perpetuated on this country. It's there, and it's easy to research if you want to research it and look at it, turn it around. When you see things, turn things around and sort of look at like, just say, for instance, this is just a for instance, like those photos of Elizabeth Short. Think that if in that situation, if you were really there, wouldn't you have waited for them to stand up so you could get a proper photo? I'm tipping she probably did, but there would have been such a height discrepancy or something that she couldn't use those photos. She would have thought all the Christmases would come at once if she truly believed that she's seen Mercedes and Schapelle. But there were so many instances just like that.
Yeah.
Where there's been innuendo and that, and it's just a little bit of truth or something, and it's just sewn to make this big lie.
That's right. And look, guys, listeners, you've got to look into this, and we need all the help we can get. We need any of our listeners who have got any information or who would like to do some research to collaborate with us. I want to nail the ABC on this. We need to be able to prove that John Stewart concocted his story. We need to be able to prove fraud, and I don't think it's going to be that hard to do. We've got several witnesses there that he used that appear to be very, very flaky. Their credibility is very poor. We just need to find a little bit more about how he got the Alan Trembath interview, what inducements he gave Alan Trembath, and the same with Kim Moore. And we may even be able to take some action against the ABC according to their charter.
Well, if Kim Moore will sing for money, I mean, if you offered her, money to tell a story about how John Stewart got her to talk, you might find that she'll tell the truth.
Well, indeed. Look, if there's anyone listening who's got a few bob to spare, I don't. But look, anyone out there who'd like to help, please get in touch with us, because I think in this case money may actually work. We
or
may
if
be
there's
able
a
to
pooling of people, if there's a pooling, get together at work and pull some money together or something. People need to really get a passion back into their life. And if this is the sort of thing that beats depression. There's so much people depressed in this society nowadays. It's because all they do is think about themselves and sit there watching TV. If you do something to help someone, you'll feel good about yourself again. And this is a great cause to help a fellow Australian who's really suffering and really deeply suffering, not just physically but extraordinarily mentally. And the family as well it must be under huge mental stress. So I really call out to all our listeners to join on the Truth News site. Check out the show notes, check out any links, go do the research and try to pull together a grassroots movement. We can't do everything at the show. We're just two guys. We've got day jobs as well, and we're trying as hard as we can. So come on, folks, get on your feet and start doing some stuff.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks for that, Josh. Great summary.
Just one, Hereward.
Yeah.
Hereward, just those couple of places on the net that they could go to that they want to find and do some research.
Yep. Yeah, quick. What are they? Thanks.
Oh, just Schapelle Corby.
Yep.
.net. So just all they need to do is put that in, and then just maybe something like the truth behind the lies or something like that. If they just type that in, all these stories, all these breakdowns will come up.
Great. No, that's superb.
So they just go Schapelle, the truth behind the lies, and then they can follow on from there.
I'll put all those show notes up. There'll be links to all those. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So that's at truthnews.com.au, folks.
Awesome. Okay, look, thanks Australia, thanks world, thanks cyberspace, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Thanks.